Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of the Trailer Park Challenge. I am Bee Bunny, and the reason why I'm calling this a very special edition of the Trailer Park Challenge is because I did 2.5 hours of gameplay and completely messed up the audio. Everything was stuttery and wrong and could not be salvaged, and I wanted to cry. So I thought, instead of just completely, trashing the whole footage and everything, because I covered a lot in this update, I would just do maybe a quick recap with some gameplay video. I apologize that there is no gameplay audio in this. Both my voice and the gameplay audio were just really messed up. Thanks technology. So anyway, as you can see, it is Winterfest today. We decorated the trailer. We brought out all the decorations from last year that I had kept away in the household inventory. And in this episode, we'll be covering Winterfest, not only Winterfest, but Mary Sue's birthday and also Lucy's birthday. So a lot of kids age up. And now here, I decided that I was going to change Roxanna's aspiration from vampire to something else, because I could play with her as a vampire. It's not against the rules, but I thought it's more than likely she's going to die, and I just really didn't want to see that happen. And so I decided it wouldn't be against the rules for me to randomize another aspiration, since I didn't actually grow Roxanna up myself. So I went ahead and did that, went into Create a Sim and randomized her through random.org is how I did it. I put 1 through 12 in the randomizer, and I ended up with the knowledge aspiration. And then within the knowledge aspiration, I believe I ended up with nerd brain. Yes, there we go. Well, I'm counting right now in the video, but I ended up with number 3 when I randomized it, which is nerd brain. So that is Roxanna's new aspiration. And then, this guy just randomly showed up. He's our conspiracy theorist, all aged up as an elder there. But he just came into our home uninvited, started cleaning up. And Candace decided to talk to him. So, he was sharing his little, theories about the crater and the secret lab, and Candace is like, I've lived here all my life. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, some people are a little strange, but, I just thought that's Strangerville. So, she's talking about Winterfest, and he's just like, listen, I need help. But of course, George is really rude to him. And I kept this clip in just because I thought it was hilarious that Lucy was taking a selfie on the toilet. But anyway, Roxanna apologizes for George's rudeness. I don't know why she is, because this guy just came into our home, so George has every right to be rude, in my humble opinion. And anyway, he leaves. Anya makes a grand breakfast for the holiday, and everybody has a nice time eating together. Now, we did try to invite Mary Sue over. Several people tried to text her, and I tried to invite to current lot, and she just never showed up as available. So I am thinking that, Sissy did something to her phone, turned it off, or maybe her phone was dead, or something like that, because there should be no reason why she couldn't be invited over. But yeah, it's nice to have a family breakfast, and of course, I didn't realize that the grand breakfast wasn't vegetarian. So poor Pearl, all day long, during this update, keeps eating meat and keeps feeling really sick afterwards, and there's nothing I can do about it because Pearl is a teen and I can't control them. So Pearl just keeps eating meat all day. Anyway, the kids are decorating the tree, which is really nice. Candace is taking a nap because of course she is. And I think Anya is bathing the dog. But it's so nice seeing all the kids decorate the tree. It's really the last Winterfest with all of them here in the trailer, minus Mary Sue. Oh, and of course our stereo crapped out because of course course it did. So we went ahead and replaced it with the original amp stack, since they had some money to do that. Anyway, so we decided to throw a party in order to get Mary Sue to be invited over, and that did work. We were able to invite Mary Sue over, and also Roxana's parents, so we could have this nice kind of family get together for Winterfest. And as you see, the ornaments are on the floor because George sabotaged the tree. I mean, I'm assuming it's George. I didn't actually see this happen, but who else could it have been? Of course it was George. Of course it was. I mean, watch it be Pearl or something because they want to be mischievous, but I am blaming George. Totally. So we had to fix that. And of course, oh yes, Luke wanting the food, always wanting the food. And there's Mary Sue. So when Mary Sue showed up, she stuck mostly with Roxana and Roxana's parents. So it was still a little bit awkward having her there. But eventually, she sat down with the whole family, and things got a little less tense, a little less awkward, and they watched some TV together, and all of that good stuff. But meanwhile, Candace had disappeared, and I caught her coming back from, it looks like, the conspiracy theorist little stand out there. So I think she was out there visiting that guy. Erwin is his name, I think. Oh gosh, I'd have to go back and check. But I thought that was really interesting. And then we ended our party by opening presents, and the most notable was Candace got a lump of coal, of course, probably further fallout from her issues with Mary Sue, and maybe from Mary Sue herself. By the time Father Winter showed up, everyone was fast asleep, so he hung out with our dog, Luke. So from here, we went and checked in with Mary Sue after Winterfest was over. So the story here goes, I wanted to set up this little kind of rumpus room area for Mary Sue and Cece to hang out. And while Sissy went and sold some more of the furniture in the house to go shopping, Mary Sue used her first paycheck to buy this furniture. I'm saying she went thrifting in order to be able to afford that, because we fudged the money a little bit here. But I really just wanted this place for her to be able to hang out away from Sissy. But Sissy is very upset about this because, of course, Mary Sue's money is supposed to just go to her to pay the bills, to support Sissy's lifestyle and all of that. So this did not go over well. When Sissy found out about this, she did try to yell at Mary Sue, but Mary Sue went to bed, slamming the door on her. So instead, Sissy took it out on the dog and yelled at the dog. And it looks like Cece doesn't know quite what she said, so that's thankful. But yeah, Sissy is not pleased, And what kind of monster yells at a dog? So Mary Sue she skipped her last day of school and took a vacation day from her job because it is her birthday. And yes, here she is making her own cake. It's kind of sad, but she did invite over her siblings to celebrate with her. Pearl came over really angry, and they stayed pretty angry throughout the visit. But otherwise, I think everybody had a good time. I think Mary Sue was glad to have the company. When I was inviting them over and I was looking at which one of her siblings she was the closest to, it said on her relationship panel that George was her childhood ally. I've never seen that before. I thought that was really cool. So I guess she's especially close to George. Maybe she felt like George, really helped her out when she was younger, which, he did. He was such a good older brother, especially back in those early days. But anyway, here she is. She's aging up. She blew out the candles. She is a young adult now, and we got her last trait, and it ended up being randomized to Dance Machine, which I think is rather fitting since that's what everybody liked to do in the trailer, was dance all the time. Anyway, and here is her discovering that she indeed has started her own trash plant collection. And I like how she's upset about it, but then waters it. So the kids head back to the trailer. So we're back at the trailer now. And almost immediately after they come home, Candace is asking them how Mary Sue is. She wants to know how the party was, how Mary Sue seemed. I think she's sad that she missed, it's her eldest daughter's birthday and she missed it, and she wants to make sure Mary Sue's doing okay. And I think, I think Candace is ready to try to bury the hatchet, to try to repair her relationship with her daughter. But yeah, she was asking everybody how Mary Sue is. And they're like, Mary Sue's fine. She's doing great. It's okay. It's okay, Mom. And another thing that we did is we bought a couple more planters for George, since he's a gardener. And we bought a few more seed packets so he could plant more things. I didn't really pay attention seasonally. I just planted whatever he got. So different things will be growing at different times, but yes, we'll have more stuff in the garden. So Anya hears that Candace is planning to try to reconcile with Mary Sue, and they repair their relationship as well with a little fun in the bush out back. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Anya and Candace haven't really been sleeping in the same bed, I think, since Mary Sue left the house. So this is nice to see them repairing their relationship as well and reconnecting, and hopefully they'll be all good now. So later on in that afternoon, I found Candace autonomously, all on her own, going back to the conspiracy theorist stand and having a little chat here with Erwin. Is that it? I still haven't looked that up. Anyway, after talking to him a little bit, she just decides to just fully kit herself out in conspiracy theory wear. She's got the little vest on, and she gets the tinfoil hat, and I don't know what's going on. I think Candace is just getting fully indoctrinated into this. So in her later years of her life, is she going to try to figure out the Strangerville mystery? I have no idea. I just think it's hilarious how this just happened organically. I mean, I did have her purchase the shirt and the hat and everything, but she's the one that went and talked to him and all of that. But I think it's quite hilarious. Anya's like, honey, have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately? I also love how Roxana is like, I think I'll excuse myself from this conversation. So it's Lucy's birthday, so I had Candace make Lucy a cake, and we decided that we weren't going to do like a big party or anything. We were just going to invite Mary Sue over and have kind of a quiet family birthday party. So we do invite Mary Sue over. Here we're adding the candles to the cake. I remember I was really stressed because Candace was actually really hungry at the time, I think, so I was worried she was going to eat it. But yeah, so Mary Sue comes over and Candace immediately goes out to greet her. I think Mary Sue's a little wary about what her mom is wearing, but she seems to be taking it okay and all the crazy stories. And Candace is like, listen, Mary Sue, I love you. You're my daughter. I'm so sorry about what happened when I was abducted by aliens. Can we start fresh? Can we repair our relationship? And Mary Sue is all for it. She is all for it. Now she's a young adult. She's staying, moved out. She's not going to move back in or anything. But it's so nice to see them talking and kind of on the way to repairing their relationship. They're getting along much better. But here we are. Lucy's going to age up. It's very exciting. She's going to be a young adult, and we're going to get to randomize her last trait here. So, her last trait ended up, it's really funny. We randomized it to hates children. And I just have to say, I'm so glad Lucy didn't win the poll to be the next heir of the Trailer Park Challenge. Because with the unflirty trait and hates children, I don't even know how we would do that. I don't even know. But yeah, everybody's going to have some cake, celebrate Lucy's adulthood, and yeah, after this, I move her out. She is out of the household, and she's kind of waiting for Pearl to age up and join her. But yeah, that's it for this update. Again, I'm really sorry about the technical difficulties, that there's no gameplay audio, and that we kind of had to do like a little highlights reel to use this footage. But I hope you enjoyed the update nonetheless. Let me know what you think about the story, how it's going. Leave a comment below if you would like. We're also definitely going to start Lucy and Pearl's Let's Play in the New World in a couple of days when Echo Lifestyle comes out. But we do have one more video kind of to wrap up this generation of the Trailer Park Challenge. The next video, Candace's birthday, is coming up, and also we're going to try to get through Pearl's birthday, and then we can kind of like put a cap on this first generation and start a new playlist for George's generation. When George officially takes over as heir, Lucy and Pearl will move to Evergreen Harbor. And if you want to see more of Mary Sue and her adventures, let me know that as well. Leave me a comment down below. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate that. And please subscribe if you haven't already to keep up with my updates. I so appreciate you guys watching, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. And I will be back with the next update soon.